Organs have been associated with the ceremonial, with the civic, with marking important things in life. But you look at the history of the organ, and maybe there's something about the power which gives it an authority, which gives it that sense of purpose. Fantastic, good, right. How did that feel?
It just feels too slow.
Just, okay, let's, do you want to just...
I first heard the organ, it was a record that my mum had actually. She used to play it all the time. I used to go through all of her records and I just obviously go to that one straight away because it was so cool. As a pianist, I just thought, that is such a weird sound. It's quite exciting. He's a great guy. He's really exciting in his teaching and I always feel supported in the lessons and I learn something new every time.
Oh, it's so close. Bravo, really good. Really good.
The inspiration for me to become an organ builder happened a long time ago. An English organ was installed in a Dutch church in my hometown in Schagen. Really, they couldn't keep me away from it. So I persuaded the housekeeper of the priest to let me in every time after school time, so I could watch the organ builders put the instrument up. I had to be there every day.
It's very strange, like the passage of time, the 40 years since I came here as a primary school child, and then singing in the choir after that. Many happy memories. For me, this is where the music started. This was the first church where I heard an organ. I remember hearing it transfixed, this sound that just completely turned my mind, turned my soul. I thought, what is this? And I couldn't see where the sound was coming from. And afterwards, I went up and saw the organist playing at the console, hands and feet moving. And I said, when I'm older, I'm going to do that. So the new organ that we've commissioned, the Juliet organ here, it's envisaged for teaching and practicing and performing, and they've created an instrument with a 19th century sound world, but with the possibility of doing things for the 21st century. So I've come down today to see the wonderful team at William Drake Ltd. So I've been down at various points in the build process, but this is the time when suddenly it starts to really resemble the magnificent musical instrument it will be, and it will almost certainly be the last time I see it before it's dismantled and it starts its long journey down the motorway to Birmingham. So it's a special moment today.
The brief for a project are just sort of outline guidelines. It's up to the organ builder to fill that in an artistic way. I think to everyone working in our workshop, coming to work here is part of their life, and we're very grateful that we are given the opportunity to work on projects such as this.
I guess that at some point in our lives, most of us, all of us, think of legacy. What do we want to leave behind? That's a big question. I think like many musicians, I want to leave something behind about the music so that the thrill, the fulfillment that I had from experiencing that music can be passed on to the next generation. And also that the people that I train at the Conservatoire, they too will be inspired to pass that on. So for me, it's about the music and it's about the legacy of that music. Sort of facial expression. Yeah, it's really po-faced. It's like determined, isn't it? Yeah, there's nothing sort of fizzy or effervescent about it, yeah? Bom, bom. But I say just relish the sort of rather, you know, stern, uncompromising sort of. We have the Juliet organ being built in Devon. As the build advanced, I thought we have this wonderful instrument, and what an opportunity to introduce this musical instrument to a whole new generation of children who have never encountered the like before. That got us very excited, and it's got the students very excited who are about to lead this innovative new project.
I work with children a lot, and I'd want to inspire some young people, like I've been inspired.
Oh, will it? Thank you very much. OK, cheers then.
So we're a small primary school tucked away in Small Heath in Birmingham, but we have got a very big heart, and for our children we've got about 340 children on roll. We've got children from all over the world, very much multicultural, multilingual. Over 32 different languages are spoken by the children and the staffs.
Music's so important for children and young people cognitively, and engaging them in learning, developing their character, them being able to express themselves. So for us, what we're striving to do is find a sustainable model for primary music education that we can develop nationally. Ben's role is really as the RBC Primary School of Music coordinator, and he's that familiar face.
So we've actually been working with the school on various other projects as well for the last 3 months.
Hello.
And straight away, this school has got such a lovely, friendly atmosphere about it. And instantly, we got a really nice, positive rapport with the students and staff. So, you know, every time I'm in the school now, it really is a hi, Ben, or, you know, coming, giving me high fives, asking me how I am, asking what other exciting opportunities are coming up.
Ellie is particularly attracted to working with children, but I've seen her work with children myself, and there's a special sort of energy there. There's something quite magnetic. I think she's going to bring something really of impact to this project.
A little thing that you squish and it pushes air into it. Should we all do this?
Actually, you can sort of make air like this, Ellie, can't you?
You can
I can feel some air.
He's very eccentric and exciting. There's never a moment where there's no energy involved.
The pipes have to speak individually in a beautiful way, but they have also got to sound together in a homogeneous voice. The voicing of an instrument sets instruments apart, even instruments built by our firm, because no instrument is really the same.
They sound different because every organ sounds different, and Drake's react to the acoustical situation. Yeah, there's a sound, there's a nuance, there's a respect of detail, of blend, of finish.
When the pipes go in the organ and you can actually work on them in the organ, then you basically have to forget about calculations. Then it starts to become an organ. And then you have to work with what you have created. Start listening. You move out of the design office into the instrument.
Just hold that G again. Octave above below.
It's quite an awe-inspiring day to come here and realise something which was initially emails and phone calls, and then suddenly seeing something in the flesh, something real, a beautiful object of art, and then for the first time allowing the air via the blower to fill the space. And as you can hear that wind through the instrument, the lungs of it just playing for the first time, hearing these beautiful sounds. Wow. Beautiful. So it's been built here It's not yet finished, but it will be dismantled, it will be packed, driven to Birmingham, and then it all starts again. So it has to be rebuilt completely, reinstalled, sound changed as well to fit that room, and then after a few months, maybe it will be signed off. Wow, listen to that. Already, you've just got the sort of subtlety that you associate with Drake organs, just that ability to control the sound. So this is why it's such a great organ educationally. You can make ugly sounds. Sorry, Joost. You know, if you're not well behaved at the organ, you get some nice sounds there, but the possibility of ugly sounds. So it demands you to be calm and really in connection with the key and the sound that you're making, which is exactly what we ordered. So even though we're just a couple of stops in out of 19, it's already sounding and feeling like something of quality that will be a real test for the student. Massive wall of sound. Even on the Drake, where you've got the trombones and trumpets, it's, isn't it, more presented.
If you play the organ well, it really becomes part of you. That's why it's such a beautiful instrument to play. With the press of a key, you're in direct contact with the valve under the pipe via that mechanism, which is like tendons, an extension of your movement. So it's a very natural thing.
As it went into the Drake workshop piece by piece, it's now come out of the Drake workshop piece by piece, and now we're seeing it unpacked. This is actually where the artistry happens, and this is where Joost has to work really on a sort of tightrope just to get that level of perfection just with the room. It already has the feel. I can see through the boxes in the room, I can see through the detritus, I can see through all the unfinished bits, and I can just see that it feels like it's always been there. But I think everybody is just daring to have the first collective sigh of relief, because it fits. Hello. My name's Dan, what's your name?
Some of our children actually didn't understand what an organ was before the workshop started. So there was that real moment of seeing the penny drop for children, and when children are able to experience that from professionals being able to explain it to them in a way that we can't as educators in school sometimes was fantastic.
I didn't know they were even real. I didn't know organs were even a thing.
That guy there, what's he playing? Yeah, trumpet, well done, yeah. And this one's playing almost a flute, sort of a flute, yeah.
How about this one?
I don't know this one. Yeah! Oh! Yeah, right, well done, yeah. It's an instrument where you have to, yes? Yeah, you have to use all your body. Yeah, you have to use your hands, you have to use your feet, you have to use your brain. That gives you an idea how enormous it is. Look, if you sat on that stool.
Very loud. Very loud.
Because there's so much pipes. There's like,
that loud.
1,138 pipes.
1,000.
And that
is
is
38 or 33?
It's 38.
Tomorrow, you're going to see it up close, and it's wow. And when you hear it, it's even more. I can't tell you how amazing it is. It's changed my life. Look at me, yeah, so it's completely changed me. Anyway.
How do we bring music to life in the classroom? I feel like we've hit the jackpot with working out what the answer has been, because with this partnership with the Conservatoire, we're putting something together that I don't think has actually been in place in another primary school, certainly that I know of, certainly not in Birmingham. This is one of its kind.
It's going to be really loud, but it's going to sound like maybe really beautiful at the same time. Like nice sounds.
One of our privileges at Royal Birmingham Conservatoire is to offer those possibilities for the next generation, to have school children come in and experience it firsthand. Maybe for some, it won't create a lasting impression. It will just be a pleasant day out. But for some, it might be life-changing, or at the very least, it will open up to them a new world of music that they had thought was not available to them previously.
Legs were shaking while hearing it. It sounded really nice and it was really loud.
To be immersed in the sound of the organ with a pipe organ that close to you is a very special experience, and it was brilliant to see their reaction.
Sometimes when we listen to music, it's just beautiful to be really calm and really still and just see where the music takes us. It's a very magical thing. Well, sometimes music can make us cry as well, because music allows us, to enjoy our emotions, express all our emotions, the good ones and perhaps sometimes the sad ones as well.
It's been particularly beautiful to see when our children have been along to the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire for themselves and actually visited an educational institute in person and realising that that's somewhere that they could go on to study, and seeing the other students walking around and thinking, that could be me, and being able to have conversations with them about how their journey started. I think it really resonated with some of our children in Year 5 and Year 6 last year, when they realised that some of the musicians started playing their instruments when they were their age. So it really is inspirational for them.
There is so much that I'm thrilled still to be doing, ultimately more about selling the organ and changing people's lives through meeting the music in that room.
I would always say it's made by the team. It wouldn't be possible if any member of that team weren't there.
Every centimetre of space you're in, it's filled with sound, and that's phenomenally difficult, but huge testament to Joost and his colleagues in creating that. So many people have enabled this beautiful thing to come from nothing into something that can move and inspire, and that's a really, really humbling thing. When you respect the craft and the beauty, when you hear that the music is there for everybody, regardless of class or religion and the like. You know, we did have an idea that we could inspire other people, but what we didn't know, I think, was the extent of how we could inspire others. Watching those children's reactions today, it was very obvious to me that seeds are planted. Was a seed planted in the same way it was for me when I was that age? Quite possibly. And even if there's just a chance of that, then as far as I'm concerned, something really special's happened. And this is music that deserves to be shared, not just for the year or so when we open the organ, but for decades and decades to come.